Let me show you what's going on with your forecast here, because clouds and radar indicating a lot of cloud cover coming in, and unfortunately those clouds are here to stay. We won't see sunshine at the earliest until probably Sunday afternoon. I think those clouds are going to be pretty stubborn and hold for the next at least 48 hours. Iwoka Butter weather camera there in Georgetown, currently sitting at 29 underneath those cloudy conditions. Now here's the thing about those clouds. They help overnight kind of act as a blanket, so it's not nearly as frigid out there this morning compared to the teens and 20s I was showing you yesterday. But those clouds then work against us in the afternoon, blocking out the sunshine and very much limiting our warm up to a high of 36. Most of today is dry. Really, that 10% chance at 4 p.m. is when this starts. It eventually grows into the overnight time frame into tomorrow to about 50 to 60%. We'll talk about precipitation here in a second, but I just want to highlight these high temperatures today in the mid 30s to low 40s. That forecast high of 36 at this point is forecast to break the daily record that currently stands at 38 for the coldest high temperature ever recorded. We set that back in 1918. So more than a 100-year-old record in jeopardy today, which is how cold we expect it to be even in the afternoon. Okay, let's get into this icing risk, because I do anticipate a ton of cloud cover from start to finish. Watch though as we get into the evening, starting to see a little bit of pink indicating frozen precipitation. That is going to be possible starting after sunset overnight into tomorrow morning here along and east of I-35 initially. I'm still thinking, because certainly will be cold enough for some freezing drizzle, that the hill country could get some of this as well. And that freezing rain risk continues until about lunchtime, before then our temperatures warm above freezing and then converts that to just plain old liquid rain. The problem is even a little bit of ice can cause some issues. And at this point, our forecast ice accumulation looks to be anywhere from about 1/100 of an inch to 5/100 of an inch. Not a crippling ice storm, not the 6/10 of an inch we had back in 2023 that took out a lot of our vegetation here in the city of Austin. It is not a repeat of that. However, could we look at some maybe icy spots on the elevated surfaces, a glaze on your vehicle tomorrow morning? That is certainly a possibility with this forecast. I would recommend, if you've got anything planned for tomorrow morning, delay it as late as possible. Wait until that temperature warms above freezing to get out. Best case scenario, wait until Sunday. We've got sunshine coming in later part of the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the lower 60s. It'll feel much warmer, I think, than 60 just by perspective, right? We've spent most of this week in the 20s and 30s. So I think Sunday is going to feel really nice, and it gets better. Once we get past this icing risk tomorrow morning, we are going to be looking at much nicer weather on the way next week. Sunny skies to finish the month of February. Temperatures warmer than average in the mid to upper 70s. That Pacific cold front on Wednesday likely to come in dry, does take off a few degrees off our temperatures, but even behind it, we're still comfortable in the lower 70s. Erica?
All right, at least if we